Hi, it's Paul from Model Builder International. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel down there. Use the link under the video to have a look at the website and the various other parts of the website, Sci-Fi Fantasies, Sprue Hub, community channel, the shop. And the shop, we also sell this next product. This is by Youfeng Model, Chinese Navy frigate in resin. So the first thing I'll say is we sell this on our shop at shop.hobbylinkinternational.com, and I'll put a link underneath the video. And if you watch the video all the way through, at some point you'll see a coupon code will pop up that'll give you 10% off the cost of this kit. Normally it's $50 plus $10 shipping. But we'll let you have it for $45 plus $10 shipping. Just watch out for the coupon. Okay, so a bit of background. There's not that much information out there that I can find. But these Type 53H3 frigates, obviously Chinese frigates, entered service with the Chinese Navy in the 1990s and the 2000s. Comprises 10 vessels, all of which remain in active service, although I think one or two might be moving over to the Coast Guard. The follow-on from the previous 53H2G Jiangwei 1 class, and Pakistan also uses some frigates that are based on this design. When they were first built, the weapons, they've got 8 anti-ship missiles, an 8-cell surface-to-air missile system, 100mm automatic gun, 4 dual 37mm guns, and rocket launchers, depth charge racks, torpedo launchers, and decoys. They had a limited midlife upgrade, was observed, or basically started in 2015. Visible differences include the replacement of some of the aerial systems. The air defense missile system is replaced, and the 37mm guns have disappeared to be replaced with 2 30mm close-in weapon systems. And just so you know, you can build all the parts are in the box to do it. Either those ships either before the midlife upgrade or after the midlife upgrade. It's got the extra photo etch and the extra resin parts to do both versions. In plastic, I can only see 2 of the kits from Dream Model in this scale of this class of ship. Of the 2 of the kits, it looks like one kit is for the ship as built and another kit as they were after the midlife update. Although I might be wrong on that, because the images on both boxes seem to be from before the midlife update. But either way, you can do both versions from this box. Inside the box we've got about 82 resin parts, a solid resin waterline hull, a PE sheet with 168 parts, which is quite a lot for a ship of this size, decal sheet, and a single sheet of paper with a colour glossy double-sided set of instructions. Okay, let's see what we get in the box. Right. Chinese Navy 053H3 frigate, kit number 18-02. Obviously it's a complete resin kit in 1/700th by Youfeng. It says it's a 2-in-1. I'll have a look, investigate what that is in a minute. And the A series, perhaps that means. So let's open up the box. The box is a pretty stout cardboard box actually, so nothing much is going to happen to anything in there. And in here we have, now that is a rather nice photo etch fret just there. There's a lot of parts on there, so that's pretty neat. I'll put close-up photographs of all these bits on the website. Yeah, that is really neat. There's a lot of stuff on there. Helicopter deck, railings, Obviously radars, I can see some steps. So that's pretty neat. And everything's inside a bag. And then all the small parts are inside another bag. And then all these parts are inside their own bags. And we have a decal sheet, numbers, they're all separate, 0 to 9, three copies in white, 3 copies in black, helicopter deck, Chinese flags, and some more numbers there as well. So there's lots of numbers. And let's just get a feel for the size of this. So let's have a look, see what we got. Just checking the hull sides. Resin seems nice and smooth, no imperfections. Cut out to the bottom. Some pretty fine details around here. Raised detail there. Seems a bit of a clean up at the waterline, but that is essentially good to go. Solid resin as well, feels pretty heavy. And yeah, even doors. I can see there's doors down here. Detail on the hangar door. Anyway, you can see more photographs of this on the website, but that's pretty neat. So then we have a whole heap of small parts. And they look very finely moulded indeed. Nice detail. I'll take photographs of all these and put them on the website. And I'll use some in a minute when I go through the instructions. Funnels, details on the top of the funnels. Aerials, antenna, guns, ship's boats there, got 2 of them, another turret. Nice, there's a lot of nice detail in there. Notice on the paw stubs everything is quite nicely labelled with what they all are. So that's pretty neat. So it looks pretty impressive actually. Here's the instructions. There's the photo etch, which is mentioned there. Basically, yeah, just using this, I think, yeah, just using this you would probably be able to put it all together. It shows you where the photo etch goes, yeah, and in the little ones in the little, greenish sort of instructions, they're the resin parts. And it gives you resin part B, resin part D, resin part A, and so on and so forth. And you can see where all the photo etch goes as well. That's a pretty impressive photo etch mast there. So that's pretty good. Let's do the rest of it. So I think this is where the 2-in-1 comes in. You can build an upgraded 53H3 Plus. And there's the extra photo etch and resin parts are listed here to allow you to do that. Or you can build the standard 053H. So basically you've got 2 versions of the ships you can build at the box. So that's a pretty impressive resin kit actually. Let's go through, have a close look at the instructions and have a close-up look at some of the parts. So now we'll just go through the build itself and have a look at a few parts as we go through it. The instructions, as I said, double-sided glossy colour paper. The only thing that seems a little odd is there's no painting instructions. No paints are mentioned or pointed out. Although it seems you can sort of get around it, it's the usual standard sort of light grey and dark grey decks. As you go through the instructions, the resin parts are pointed out, the photo etch parts are pointed out. There's quite a lot of photo etch on this ship. Some of it pretty complex. The Radar arrays and masts have a lot of fine photo etch on them, so maybe having played with photo etch before would probably be a good move. On the other side, on the second side of the sheet, you'll see just how complex the main mast will be with all the different antennas and radars on it. The instructions seem quite clear, which shouldn't present too much of a problem other than fiddling around with photo etch. At the bottom there's a section for the upgrade version, and it shows you the changes to the aerials and also the changes to some of the resin parts as well. So there's enough there to sort of build the upgraded version of the ship. And at the right hand side it shows you basically where the decals go. Looks like the newer version, the decals went in a slightly different place than they were, or the ship numbers went in a slightly different place than they were on the earlier version. You've got a decal for the helicopter landing deck, a complete set of numbers to do any ship you want. It doesn't tell you which numbers will actually work, as in there's only 10 ships, so what were the numbers, but I've put those on the website, and again there's a link underneath so you can go and see exactly what numbers are valid. Other than that, the instructions seem pretty good. So an overall conclusion. There's plenty of resin parts, they're nicely detailed, there's no issues with the resin that I can see, as in, holes and things like that. Photo etch, there's a good size photo etch fret that comes with it to increase the level of detail. So all in all, you should end up with a pretty neat little kit at the end of it. The level of detail seems quite high. I've got a couple of Combrig 1/700th ships, older ones from the turn of the century, that I'm going to do a quick review on, so you'll see this ship has a lot more detail than those do. It's the first kit I've got my hands on from Youfeng. I'm trying to sort of see if I can find out some more about the company, but they do seem to make, at least this one's a nice kit. The number of the kit tells me that there's obviously more out there somewhere. So all in all, it's a pretty neat little kit. And don't forget that we sell it on the shop, and you should have seen the coupon by now.